going on, sexies? Another day. This time, it's sunny as fuck all day, like no cloud in sight. For some reason, I thought I said that wrong. Yeah, no cloud in sight. So it's a beautiful day, which is good because I need some sunnage. So let's get some sunnage. But this time, I'm gonna go to a spot that I've always been, but one of my favorite spots. So I said, fuck it, we're gonna go there. And yeah, that's where we're going. Oh shit. I think I want to go to a different spot now. I was originally gonna go to this spot, but now I want to go to this spot. It's like under a tree, nice and shady. I don't know. I'm thinking go there instead, and then tomorrow I'll go to the spot that I was gonna go to. Actually, no, I'll go to the original spot. Then tomorrow I can go to the spot that I was thinking of going to right now instead. Ooh, someone's cooking. Feels good. Like a barbecue, bro. Barbecue smells so good. I could never be a vegan, man. That's the one thing I don't agree. There's like a thing where like people who are spiritual, with spiritual community ego, like, oh, you can't eat meat, you know, it's low vibration, blah, blah, blah. I used to believe that. Now, to an extent, you shouldn't always eat just only meat because it's bad for your arteries. But your body does need protein, and you could say, oh, you can get protein in other ways, I guess. But sometimes my body just craves a good steak. You know, maybe that's my ego, maybe. But I don't know, man. As personally, I don't notice that my vibration decreases eating a good meal that has steak in it or some shit. Like, I'm half Mexican, you know? I love me some carne asada, right? So I'm not cutting that off. And every time I eat it, don't get me wrong, I do feel like tired because it's too processed, it's too heavy. I get that, you know. But like, she said thank you because I was moving for her. So you're welcome, Miss Bike Rider. But anyways, and don't get me wrong, you're supposed to have a lot of energy when you eat, right? And if you get tired after eating something, it's because it was too processed, it was too heavy, too greasy. So it's using a lot of energy for your body to digest. I get that. But as long as you're keeping it balanced, you're not only eating things that are keeping you drained, then okay, cool. You know? But I do feel that if you eat meat, it's not gonna lower your frequency all the time. Like, you're still gonna ascend, you're still gonna grow, it's not gonna hold you back. Just make sure you are eating your fruits and vegetables. It's more when you're only eating the things that aren't good for you. You know, like you're never getting sunlight, you're never getting vegetables, you're never getting fruit. And sure, it's gonna hinder your vibration and your spiritual growth, whatever. But you know, I literally tried being vegan when I woke up because I thought, oh shit, I'm trying to eat high vibe food, you know? I'm trying to eat things that raise my frequency. Bro, I could tell my body was craving meat. I could just feel it, and I started to eat meat and I didn't feel much of a difference. I felt better, you know, and I still felt like my awareness was there, you know, I still felt alive. I was hydrated, whatever. Whereas when I was eating no meat at all, I don't know, maybe my body was getting used to not eating meat, but I just felt like I was always still hungry. I was always craving something that I wasn't getting. So I don't know. But fast forward now, 4 years later, I still eat meat. I feel good. Don't get me wrong though, I do indulge in some vegan stuff, plant-based foods. I do feel the effects on that. It feels very energizing and less draining when you eat those kinds of foods. I get that. But I don't know, sometimes I crave some good ribs, some good steak. Hey, look, there's Bob. Hell yeah. What's up, Bob? Never gets old walking over here. And we may or we may not run into these dogs. The farm dogs. The cauliflower. I was going to say cauliflower. The border collie, Australian shepherd dogs, whatever it is. So cute though. Oh, it's so cute just seeing the horse exist in its own world. Hell yeah. Fucking. Yeah, man. That is Bob for sure. Just chilling. Hey. Oh, fuck. Oh, I fell. The horse just saw me fall. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you, Bob. He's just looking at me. Like, you good? I think so. Almost sprained my ankle. I fell. And they went like this, bro. They went like this. But I'm okay. It could have been worse. I didn't sprain it. We're chilling. I didn't twist it that much. We're chilling. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna enjoy my walk and listen to some music. And breathe. I'll see you when I get to the spot though. What is going on, motherfuckers? With all due respect, obviously, but I just decided to go here. Cause like honestly, it's a good spot. You know, we got the mountains over there. It's pretty, right? So fuck it. And I noticed that I always go to that other spot that I was gonna go to all the time. Like I actually have been there more than I've been here. So I figured why not just go somewhere that I don't go as much. So yeah, here I am. Avoiding spider webs. Spooder webs. But making it work. You know what's funny is I've never been this way. But I don't know if I should. Probably won't. Should I could try. Yeah, never mind. It's a mission. Anyways, this video is about your future self and how your future self is literally watching you make choices today. And once you really understand that, you're gonna stop seeing your actions as small. You know, because every decision you do matters. Every habit, every excuse, every thought, every moment, you either follow through or you don't. You choose to do the same thing that doesn't serve anymore. It all compounds, you know. Most people think that their future gets created in one big moment, but it doesn't. It gets quietly built daily through repetition, through the patterns and the thoughts that you're thinking and the things you're doing, through what you're consistently choosing when nobody's watching. And somewhere ahead of you, right? That version of you, the future version of yourself, is watching you, you know? And that version of you is living inside the reality that you're building right now, already chilling. You know, it's a version of you that's either proud or stressed and sad, wishing you started sooner. Not because of one dramatic decision though, right? But because of the small daily choices that you've done over time. They created that reality. That's how your reality is built. One decision at a time. So when you procrastinate and you do some shit that don't serve and you know it doesn't serve, you're only delaying your blessings. You know, when you settle, when you avoid what you know matters, understand something, your future self has to live with that. Every disciplined choice, every uncomfortable action, every time you choose growth over comfort, you're giving something to your future self. Peace, freedom, confidence, options. So stop acting like your choices disappear, you know what I mean? They become your reality. Your future self is fucking watching you, making the choices you're making today. So make choices that version of you would thank you for, you know? It's that thing that, like, it's what you do now that dictates what you're gonna experience in the future. Nothing is set in stone. There's infinite versions of Earth. There's infinite versions of you. So your future self is your infinite self, your God self. And your future self is waiting, or actually There's, you know what I mean? It's really what you're doing in the now. So like, there's a future version of you that is living a life they don't want to live, wishing they would have done better. And there's also a future version of you, if you will, future that exists that is living the life that you want to live. It's just what you're doing now. Because it's all happening right now. It's not set in stone. It didn't, like, whatever timeline you wish to embody or be is what you're doing now. So for me, once I started making these videos, I went on the timeline of the version of me that's making these videos and making music. Whereas before, I was on the timeline of the version of me that was on autopilot, just playing video games. You know, I was more focused on, I still am, but my main focus was like computers and coding and shit. But I've always wanted more, I've always wanted deeper. So now I took the timeline that's creating, you know, making videos, making music, and still coding too, still. But I'm doing more because I've remembered who I am beyond the body and beyond the ego. So the more you actions you do towards that version of you that you want to embody more, that already exists, the more you're gonna look back at this time and be like, I'm so glad I started. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of myself. You're gonna have so much love and proud and gratitude for that you've done it, that you did it, that you started it, and that you didn't procrastinate any longer, or that you didn't not start at all. You know, there's so many fucking bugs around here. I'm sorry. I'm like, so life is too short. You know, you want to do things that when you're like 50. You're like more relaxed because you finally started doing what you want to do and you're not hating life. Like that's why people have midlife crisis when they're 40, because they look at younger people that are living a life that they wish they were living or are living, and they're sitting there drinking beer, watching TV. It's like, of course it's going to be depressing, you know? You have to do what you want. After all, you chose to have this experience. You are the creator of reality. So do it. No one's gonna wait for you. Only you. Only you. I mean, look at all this. There's so much to be thankful for. You know? Are you gonna settle? Or are you gonna be proud that you started? And I've said this before, but you know those visions that you would have as a kid, like you would dream of being whatever? Don't disappoint your inner child self, right? Your inner child wanted to just do what you're doing now, making videos, you know, starting your business, making music, whatever. So don't disappoint your inner child, and definitely don't disappoint your future self, right? Again, the more you become aware of what you're doing and feeling and thinking on a day-to-day basis, the more you could change how you feel, change what you're doing, therefore changing how you are thinking and feeling, all that, right? So that you can be on the proper timeline that you wish to be on, a proper version of you that you want to experience. You know? You want to view life to be blissful and everything's connected and joyful. Realize that it is. It's just that you had to change your experience, your perspective. You want to have fun with what you're doing and loving what you're doing, then do what your passions, do what excites you, you know? Don't settle for less. Stop over-consuming stuff, you know? And more creating. Change how you perceive yourself and how you perceive reality to be. And again, when you change what you're doing, you're going to change how you're feeling, because you're doing shit that you love. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel optimistic, joyful, excited, ecstasy-like, because you're thinking better and you're doing better. It's all connected. And if you're feeling and thinking and doing better, and those are all in alignment with that version of you that already exists that you wish to be, then, dude, you're finally in alignment with the highest version of you. So you know what you got to do. You know what beliefs you got to drop, what thoughts you got to stop thinking. You know what habits you got to drop, what people you got to stop being around. You know what you got to do. So do it now, because it's true. Tomorrow doesn't exist. It hasn't even come yet. And yesterday's just a memory. The only thing that really is true and what matters is this moment. Right now it's for me making this video. For you, the moment is you watching this video. So just get out there and do it, you know? I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself? I hope so. And god damn it, get some sun. It's not bad. It's not bad. Go get a hike, you know? It's beautiful. I would go up there, but there's a lot of bees. The path is narrow as fuck. I don't feel like squeezing through right now, so I'm gonna just keep it leveled, the walk. But I love you guys. Namaste, lady. That's a titty. My favorite saying that I'll never get tired of saying. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.